Critical Incident is a story not only about what it means to police, but what it means to be policed. We delve into the lives of, in particular, a young girl who has been born with a set of cards. She's a brown girl. She doesn't have the support that a lot of teenagers may have in those situations. And so it is a story about the resilience of young people and how they navigate a world where the system can treat you according to how you look and treat you according to where you grow up.
My life experience, both personal and professional, is the genesis for Critical Incident. My dad's an Egyptian Muslim man. Lots of my friends, we got stopped a fair bit by police growing up. Then I became a lawyer. Those stories became part of my everyday life.
The cops came after me because I was in the wrong place at the wrong time and I looked the way I do.
Lots of us deal with that kind of shit, Darren, worse.
Sarah, having created the show, has lived this experience. So I don't know if anyone else could have written this script. It's so nuanced with things that have happened in her past that she's peppered in throughout the script, heartbreaking stories that we learned were the basis of a lot of Hayden and Dahlia's stories.
A lot of the story is based around a fictionalised incident and follows a very specific group of characters. It feels like it's reflecting a general problem and one that's becoming more prevalent in society today. And that is the increasing powers police have to stop and search individuals based on the flimsiest of suspicions. This is all about reducing crime numbers, but it ultimately can lead to persecution, to kind of immense injustice in the sorts of people who are being stopped and searched.
Police have an immense amount of power and they have to make really quick decisions in very difficult, stressful circumstances. Sometimes they get it wrong and the consequences of that can be life-changing.
A critical incident is when someone gets either injured or killed in the execution of police duties. Our critical incident involves police officer Constable Zulfikar Ahmed, a very upstanding, excellent police officer who chases a suspect onto a busy train platform. A teenage boy is really badly injured. That sets off a chain of events involving our officer and the girl that he chased. And both of their lives are forever changed because of this horrific accident. He begins to question whether he made the right call in that moment. He can't accept that he was chasing the wrong girl, and he goes to places that he really shouldn't, searching for atonement and absolution for that split-second decision to chase a suspect onto a busy train platform.
Police, stop!
I think this is a show that has been really overdue for a long time, and a lot of these conversations are already happening, but there's something really potent about seeing that reflected on screen and in media.
What the series does really beautifully is that it's not about pointing fingers and saying the police are bad. I think what it does acknowledge is that there's a problem within the system that needs to be addressed in a much more holistic way. The police are overworked, under-resourced, they're really young. A lot of these police officers have their heart in the right place, but the system is failing them. So I think it's just so current, so topical, and it's time, I guess, we started talking about it in a more in-depth way, not in a superficial headline way, but in a real, proper deep dive into the issue.